Good morning, Guardians. The Hijabi Gamer here, and it is Friday, which means Zur is back in the solar system. Zur's product is back on the menu. It's awesome. He's got some decent stuff, so he's great when he comes back. Always excited, always hoping that suddenly Bungie might do something new and throw in a bunch of new stuff that I don't have. Okay, I'll admit, I have probably 90% of the stuff he sells, so always hoping. There's a little bit of hope that things might be updated. Anyway, just an update on the status of the servers. Either my tweet worked, which I highly doubt, because they probably have a bajillion people tweeting at them about the state of Destiny 2. Who knows? I was able to easily log in. I was able to go right to the tower and right to the Reef without any problem. To all the people, if you're watching this, who were in the tower this morning looking for Zur, he wasn't there. Just go by the stairs when you first spawn, and there's a purple mark on the stairs when Zur is in the tower. If you don't see that, don't even bother looking all over the tower. He's not there. If you don't see the purple mark, automatically just head to the Reef. And I spoke too soon. Right. Okay. Never mind about the servers. Thank you, Bungie. Go fix your goddamn game. Number 2, as I said, purple mark by the stairs means he's there. Now, the good thing is I can tell you I already know which two bundle weapons and the non-bundle weapon he is carrying. So, first off, he's selling Red Death. Red Death, great weapon to have. Highly recommend you have Red Death, alright? I don't remember the ornament when we get there, hopefully I can check. So, Red Death is one of those weapons I carry with me all the time. I know I don't always use it, but one of the nice things about Red Death is basically this perk here, Red Death. Each kill heals you and speeds up reloads. Okay, so it speeds up reloads. This is great, for example, when the modifier exposed is in effect. So the modifier exposed means that your shields are stronger, but your health does not regenerate like it normally does. So you get the benefit of, so when you use Red Death, your health does regenerate because each kill heals you and you have the stronger shield. So you get both at the same time. It's also great if you're doing something and you're having difficulty with it. I used it about 2 weeks ago, I think, when I was fighting Warlock because my health would glitch. And those taken balls of death that don't allow your health to heal. Sometimes, even if you destroy it, your health starts to heal. It's weird, but there's like a gap in between. Yeah. So my health would glitch sometimes, so I switched to Red Death to try and fix that, which it did. So here we go. Red Death, great weapon to have. Just something great to back up if you really need it. Okay, the modifier White Witch, that one sucks. At least I think it sucks. I know some people like it. This one right here. I feel like it would be difficult handling a weapon. I don't know. I guess it's anyway. So it's always great to have as a backup if you need it. There's also a section at Crota's End where your health does not regenerate. This is my favorite. Great to have. And it gives a grimoire score, and you add the blueprint to your inventory, which most Destiny players, I figure, are like me, who are like collectors, obsessive collectors who need everything. How many years since Destiny 2 has launched, and I still can't sleep at night thinking about those weapons, exotics I don't have in Destiny 1. Yeah. So I'm guessing it's just a part of the whole, you need all of them, so just get it if you have the... Anyway, that aside. Next we have the Monte Carlo and Super Spy. Monte Carlo is a great weapon to have. Absolutely love Monte Carlo. The modifier you have is Super Spy, which is the cool one. This is the Orokin one. If you play Warframe, you know the Orokin are obsessed with gold. This is Orokin, not Orkin. Super Spy. All right. So Monte Carlo is a great weapon. I'm a big fan of. The main modifier is dealing damage with this weapon reduces your melee cooldown and grants a chance to fully charge your melee ability with each kill. So I use the Hunter's Throwing Knife. This is great if you miss the precision kill. It will quicken your melee cooldown, or will randomly at times just fully charge it. I will go into why my trick for Challenge of the Elders. I've mentioned it a few times, but I'll go into it at the end. But that's why I use Monte Carlo, because I focus on Hunter's Throwing Knife, especially in Challenge of the Elders. And this is great on the off chance that I do miss. So, Monte Carlo. awesome. It's also just really cool. I don't know. There's something about this one. I'm not a big fan of high rate of fire, low impact, but this one just is cool. Okay. Really like this one. I can't remember if the differences between this one and the Destiny 2 version of the Monte Carlo, but let me know if you do. Cool, cool. Next we have right over here the Universal Remote. So Universal Remote is a shotgun, but what makes it unique is it is a kinetic damage shotgun. Okay, so that alone is big deal for Destiny 1 because 99.9% of shotguns are secondary and have elemental damage, not kinetic. This uses white ammo, and yeah, see? So even though the rest of it is like kind of mid, it's not great. Look, range and precision damage increases greatly while aiming down sights. Ooh, I mean, I could see it being great in Crucible, but it's still kind of underwhelming, especially since it looks kind of pretty badass. Okay? Feels kind of underwhelming. The main perk for this is just the fact that it's a shotgun that does kinetic damage and takes primary ammo, which is huge for Destiny 1. There are these random exotics that kind of like break the rules of Destiny 1. So you got the Universal Remote, then you have the raid weapon, the adept raid weapons that give elemental damage to primary weapons. And I think there's a sniper rifle that also does that also is a kinetic weapon. So those are bigger deals for Destiny 1 than Destiny 2, I know, because I'll admit one of the things I loved with Destiny 2 when it first launched, and I still continue, is you could have a kinetic scout, a elemental scout rifle, or yeah. So, but I appreciate the challenge it brings to Destiny 1, where you have to really think more about how you're doing things. So, Universal Remote, another one to just pick up. Look, my personal recommendation is as follows, okay? If you have none of these and you are tight on strange coins, weapon-wise, I'm not including the armor because I haven't looked at that yet. Red Death is your priority. Monte Carlo is number 2. And Universal Remote is number 3. But that's just me. I might switch Monte Carlo and Universal Remote, but I think personally the main priority is Red Death. That's just me. It depends on what you need. These often come... Universal Remote, I think, is the rarest. I don't see it as much. These two aren't really rare, but it's been a while. Anyway, you have the same Legacy engram. Legacy engrams are not worth it if you are tight on strange coins. If you are tight on strange coins, ignore this. The reason is you usually get a year 1 item. On the offset chance you might get a year 1 that unlocks year 2. It's rare. It depends on your RNG. Mine sucks. So I never get... I think this is where I have... No. Yeah, here it is. No. Anyway, I can't remember where I had it, but I did pick up a Legacy engram, and it was a year 1 Titan item on my hunter character. Yeah. This is why I don't like the Cryptarch in the Reef. He always gives me garbage, and he doesn't seem to notice the cloak I'm wearing. He's constantly giving me items for totally different classes. I mean, does he not know the insult that is to me as a hunter? Anyway, that aside, let's see what we got. I got no backup plans for the Titan. Shotgun kills trigger force barrier, and force barrier's duration is increased. I think that's pretty cool. I like it. I probably play some Destiny 1 this weekend. It's been a busy week. I've been leaving work late this week. The holidays are coming closer. However, starting next week, I need to be work at 6, which means I get home earlier. Which means maybe I'll get to finally live stream during the week more. It'll be harder to do the Xur videos. They'll probably be shorter, clippier, and tighter. Depending on if I could get... The most important thing is if I could get on, because I have to leave for work by 5:30, and Xur arrives at 5. Yeah, anyway, that aside. No backup plans. Awesome. I like it. Shotgun kills trigger force barrier. Force barrier's duration is increased. Like it. Think it's awesome. For the Mask of the Third Man. Arcblade uses less super energy. For some reason, I feel like... Where is it? I was using... Nah. You know what? I would use this over that, but comment down below if it really makes a difference. Mask of the Third Man. I will say this. I am not a fan of Blade Dancer. I have never been a big fan of Blade Dancer. Mostly because I do a lot of soloing, and Blade Dancer is not good for bosses, okay? You are a hunter. You do not want to get up close and personal with a boss. Absolutely not. Especially when a lot of the Destiny bosses have attacks like stomp attacks, right? Blade Dancer would work great if you're maybe dealing with ads. But honestly, if I were dealing with ads, I would probably choose Night Stalker over Blade Dancer any day. I really didn't use a lot of Blade Dancer. I think at most I used Blade Dancer in Crucible, but that's about it. My main go-to is Gunslinger because I solo and I need the golden gun damage against bosses, and Night Stalker for the stealth. So I look at this. Arc Blade uses attacks use less super energy, and I'm thinking you probably use this in Crucible. Comment down below, hunters. I will say this. One of the greatest updates in Destiny 2 is the Arc Strider. 100%. Blade Dancer, what were they thinking with Blade Dancer? I mean, I'm sure there's some people out there who absolutely love Blade Dancer, but my favorite class, if you were to ask me, my favorite Destiny class, and that would include Destiny 1 and Destiny 2 overall, it would be Arc Strider. Absolutely love Arc Strider. And one of my least favorites, other than Prismatic, because to me Prismatic feels like it's a cheap cop-out, and they should have given us a 6th class and then given us Prismatic this year, so they kind of balance things out. So you have 3 and 3, right? So you have Arc, Void, and Solar, and then you have Strand, Stasis, and one more, and then you get Prismatic to combine them. I feel like it was a cop-out. I'm probably the only one, but that aside, I would put Blade Dancer at the bottom and Prismatic. Don't get me wrong, I like the concept of Prismatic. I just feel they should have given us a 6th Darkness class, like a 3rd Darkness class, a 6th class, and then given us Prismatic. It feels kind of like a cheat. That's just me. Okay. Anyway, so I'm not a big fan of this. Personally, I did run Arc recently for something, and I feel like this is better because you're getting reduced arc damages from Minions of Darkness, which is great because a lot of them do arc damage, especially the Hive. Arc Grenades and Arc Blade recharge faster. I like that. But comment down below. As I said, even that seems better in Crucible than this one. So comment down below. As I said, comment, okay? Sometimes I miss comments because we're getting into the holiday season, holiday retail, and I can't see everything, but I try to. And even if I don't comment or respond, I do see it come up on my phone as an alert, and I appreciate finding out new stuff, okay? Finally, we have the Purifier robes for the Warlock. I haven't played Warlock recently. I've done Titan and I've done Hunter a lot. I should do some more Warlock. I'm sorry, Warlocks. Okay. Activating radiance from death disorientates nearby enemies. God, that feels like it's so weak. It reminds me of when you die in Warframe and then you come back and you push enemies back. I have never used Purifier robes. It feels underwhelming. It really feels underwhelming. Like, I feel like there are so many better alternatives for the Warlock, especially the Solar Warlock, than this. Comment down below, Warlocks, please. I want to run more Warlock, so help me be better Warlock by... I usually play a Solar Warlock when I do for the self-res, and so I would be running Solar Warlock. I haven't run Void or Arc. The last time I ran Arc Warlock was when I was unlocking Arc Warlock. Last time I ran through the campaign as an Arc, as a Warlock. Yeah. Comment down below. let me know. I'd really like to hear, especially from the Warlocks and the Titans, on how I could play better for both. Because Hunter main, 99% of my playtime has been Hunter. Okay, cool. All right. Then we have the usual Curios. You need this stuff. I mean, one can never have enough heavy ammo sense. That's it. Okay? You can never have enough. Never. Look. I'm getting more right now. Right here to show you just how wonderful. I feel happier already. I feel elated already because I just got all those heavy ammo sense. My happiness has jumped just by the presence of those heavy ammo sense. Okay? There has been a study that has proven that happiness and joy grows exponentially the more heavy ammo sense you have on your Destiny 1 characters. Scientists have done this. They have. They have found that, yes, the more you... They looked at it, they went, why are these people so happy? It makes no sense. And then they realized that all of the really happy people had heavy ammo sense in their inventory in Destiny 1. Even if you don't play Destiny 1, just giving somebody an account, okay, and saying this is yours, and it has heavy ammo sense in it, someone who doesn't even know how to play Destiny, and you just say this account is for you, inexplicably finds themselves happier. They can't explain it. It's just the presence of heavy ammo sense makes the world a happier. I mean, do you not suddenly feel more joyous by just looking at the heavy ammo sense on the screen? Because I feel so much happier just looking at them. Adding them to my inventory gives joy and happiness and joy. Anyway, that's your weekly server update. I was going to say, the trick for the Hunter's throwing knife is as follows. Nuff Juggler, precision kills with throwing knife, immediately reset, cooldown, okay? This is great, because in Challenge of the Elders, the points you get for a Hunter's throwing knife is melee points, and if you get a precision kill points. You get them both. For every Hunter's throwing knife kill, that is a precision kill. Precision kills immediately reset it. So you can go into Challenge of the Elders and just precision kill all the ads. If you're good. I've missed sometimes, which is why then you have the Monte Carlo. What's nice is those points you get from the Hunter's throwing knife precision kills are the same number of points as whatever is the challenge this week. So according to this week, right, Challenge of the Elders, grenade kill bonus, all right? Great, grenade kill bonus, come on. Hunter's throwing knife precision kills are the same as the grenade kill bonus. So think of it. You can go into Challenge of the Elders and get precision kills with your Hunter's throwing knife for all the enemies. And you get the exact same number of points for each kill as the grenade kill bonus. So Hunters, if you know how to do it right, you can dominate Challenge of the Elders. It's not easy, but you can. On top of that, okay, just keep in mind Shanks do not get precision kill. So do not waste your Hunter's throwing knife on Shanks. The Shanks in any of the fallen ones, yeah, don't bother. But some of them are great for it. Oh, and Vex. Non-taken Vex are a pain in the butt because Hunter's throwing knife will not work on them either. Because it does have some auto-aim and it aims for the head. And Vex, not taken Vex, their critical spot and their precision kill is in their stomachs. Other than that, Hunters can dominate. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Hope to see you in the tower.